Welcome back for today's college football pick video play for October 10th, 2019. Thursday's action going to be talking about this contest here in the Sun Belt between Louisiana Monroe and Texas State and give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. That total number relatively high here, about 61.5 points in the road team. The Warhawks coming in as just a little over field goal favorites at 3.5 points. UL Monroe in their last outing, coming up well short in a higher scoring affair against Memphis, losing that one at home by a final of 33-52. That's going against a Memphis team that really likes to play with a lot of tempo, and the Warhawks didn't mind playing in that type of matchup, but at the end of the day, it cost them losing that one by 19 points. A week prior on their home field, the Warhawks were able to come through against a more manageable opponent, South Alabama, getting that victory by a final of 30-17. We wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of matchup for the Warhawks in comparison to what we saw them do last week against the Tigers, but we'll see if that is the case or not. In terms of the numbers that Monroe has been putting up this year, UL Monroe, they're 58th in all of college football in scoring, putting up a little over 31 points per game. Now, the home team, Texas State, we're not all that high on this group, especially in terms of what they're able to do on the offensive side of the ball. The Bobcats in their last outing against an FCS opponent at home, taking down Nicholls State by a final of 24-3. And in general, the Bobcats like to play off of the defense or at least keep the score relatively low, and we've seen that in a number of instances this year, and that is why the Bobcats currently rank 115th in the nation in scoring average, putting up less than 20 points per game. So if you take the offensive averages of both of these teams and then add them together, you only get up to around 51 points, which is 10 points lower than the total that we're getting for this matchup. We think this is a little on the high side and perhaps skewed by the fact that Louisiana Monroe played in such a high-scoring affair against a high-scoring team in their last outing. In that loss to Memphis, we think that recedes back more towards normalcy for Louisiana Monroe, and this one going against a team like Texas State, who hasn't shown great numbers on the offensive side of the ball. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and side with the under 61.5 points as the better value bet. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our college football picks for this week's action over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description.